Welcome to StoryPath English. Stop what you're doing, sit down, take a deep breath, and ask yourself one question. Are you living the life you want, or are you just drifting through, wasting time without even realizing it? Everyone dreams of success. Maybe it's speaking fluent English, getting a better job, or living a life full of purpose. But what are you doing today to make those dreams real? Are you stuck scrolling on your phone, making excuses, or waiting for someday? Listen closely. Time is slipping away, and you don't get a second chance at life. This is your moment. Today, we're diving into a powerful story about Mia, a young American girl who learned to stop wasting her life and start chasing her dreams. Through her journey, you'll improve your English, learn new vocabulary, and discover how to take control of your future. If you're ready to wake up, change your life, and speak better English, subscribe to StoryPath English and hit the bell icon. Check the description for the full script and vocabulary list. Let's get started. Mia was a 19-year-old college freshman in Seattle. She was bright, creative, and dreamed of becoming a writer who traveled the world, sharing stories that inspired people. But her days didn't match her dreams. Mia spent hours on her phone, watching videos, scrolling social media, and chatting with friends. Her room was cluttered with notebooks full of story ideas she never finished. One rainy afternoon, Mia was lying on her bed, scrolling through Instagram. She saw a post from a young writer named Ava, who had just published her first book at 20. The post showed Ava signing books at a packed event, smiling confidently. Mia felt a pang of envy. "Why is she living my dream?" she whispered. Her older sister, Lily, walked in and noticed Mia's frown. "What's up, Mia?" she asked, sitting on the bed. Mia sighed. "I want to be a writer, but look at Ava. She's my age, and she's already published a book. I haven't even started. I'm wasting my life." Lily shook her head. "You're not wasting your life, Mia. You're just not using your time wisely. You have big dreams, but you need to act on them. Stop watching others and start creating your own story." Mia nodded, but she felt overwhelmed. Where should she begin? That night, she couldn't sleep. Lily's words echoed in her mind. "You're not using your time wisely." She grabbed her notebook and wrote, "Lesson 1. Time is my life. I won't let it slip away." Your time is your most precious resource. Every hour you spend on distractions is an hour you could have used to chase your dreams. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do right now to move forward? Write it down and act today. The next day, Mia went to her college library to study, but her mind wandered. She kept thinking about Ava's book and her own unwritten stories. She told herself, "I'll start writing tomorrow. I'm too tired today, and I don't have enough ideas." At lunch, Mia sat with her friend Zoe, who was always full of energy. Zoe noticed Mia seemed distracted. "What's going on?" she asked, sipping her coffee. Mia shrugged. "I want to write a book, but I don't have time. I have classes, homework, and no one to help me." "It's impossible." Zoe raised an eyebrow. "Those sound like excuses, Mia. Everyone's busy, but people who succeed make time. You don't need a perfect plan. Just start. Even 10 minutes a day can change everything." Mia felt a spark of realization. She was making excuses to avoid starting. She was afraid of failing, of not being good enough. That evening, she decided to stop waiting. She opened her laptop and wrote the first paragraph of story. It wasn't perfect, but it was a beginning. She wrote in her notebook, "Lesson 2. Excuses are lies I tell myself. I am responsible for my dreams. Excuses keep you stuck. The moment you take responsibility for your dreams, you take back your power." What's one excuse you're using? Write it down then write a solution. Take action now, no more waiting. Mia's first paragraph gave her a small boost of confidence, but she still spent too much time on distractions. Her routine was comfortable. Wake up, check her phone, attend classes, scroll social media, and sleep. She wanted to write, but it felt safer to dream than to act. One weekend, Mia's mom invited her to a local writing workshop. Mia hesitated. What if my writing isn't good enough? What if people judge me? She asked. Her mom smiled. Mia, nothing grows in your comfort zone. If you want to be a writer, you have to take risks. Go to the workshop. Share your ideas. You'll never know what's possible if you don't try. Mia went to the workshop, her stomach full of butterflies. She shared a short story with the group, expecting criticism. To her surprise, the other writers clapped and gave her feedback to improve. One woman even said, "You have a unique voice, Mia. Keep writing." Mia felt alive. She had stepped out of her comfort zone and survived. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 3. My comfort zone is a trap. I grow when I take risks. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's where dreams go to die. Do one thing today that scares you. Write a sentence in English, share an idea, or try something new. Success starts when you. Mia started writing more, but she still struggled with procrastination. She'd tell herself, I'll write a chapter tomorrow, or I'll practice English after this show. Days turned into weeks, and her story barely grew. One day, Mia's English professor, Mr. Thompson, gave a lecture about time management. The biggest lie you tell yourself is, I'll do it later, he said. Later doesn't exist. There's only now. If you want to achieve your goals, act today, even if it's small. Mia felt like he was speaking directly to her. She realized later was an excuse for fear. She was afraid her writing wouldn't be good enough, so she delayed starting. That night, Mia set a timer for 15 minutes and wrote. When the timer went off, she kept going for an hour. She felt a rush of accomplishment. She started setting daily timers, writing a little each day. Her story grew, and so did her confidence. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 4. I'll do it later is a lie. Start now, even if it's small. I'll do it later is your dream's worst enemy. Set a timer for 10 minutes and do something toward your goal. Write, speak, or learn. One small action today can change your future. Mia's writing was improving, but she still spent too much time planning and worrying. She'd think about the perfect story, the perfect words, or the perfect time to share her work. She watched countless videos about writing, but rarely wrote herself. One day, Zoe invited Mia to a local open mic event where people share their stories. Mia panicked. I'm not ready, she said. My writing isn't good enough yet. Zoe rolled her eyes. Mia, you're overthinking. You don't need to be perfect to start. Just share one story. The more you think, the less you do. Mia took a deep breath and signed up for the open mic. When her turn came, her voice shook as she read her story. The audience listened quietly, then clapped loudly. A few people even asked for her Instagram to follow her writing. Mia realized that action, not perfection, was the key. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 5. Stop thinking, start doing. Action beats overthinking. Your mind can trap you with overthinking. Plan for a moment, then act for hours. Speak English, write a sentence, or take a step toward your goal. Success comes from doing, not dreaming. Mia started sharing her stories online, posting short pieces on a blog. She gained a small following, but some classmates mocked her. You think you're a real writer? One said, laughing. Mia felt hurt, but she remembered something Lily told her. Be the person who acts, not the one who waits. Let others laugh. You're building something real. Mia decided to be that person, the one who keeps going despite doubts. She woke up early to write, studied English to improve her stories, and ignore the naysayers. Her blog grew, and she started getting messages from readers who loved her work. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 6, be the person who acts. Your actions define your future. As Mia's blog grew, she faced a new challenge, herself. Some days, she felt lazy and wanted to skip writing. Her inner voice whispered, you're not good enough. Why bother? One evening, Mia attended a talk by a local author, Ms. Rivera. Ms. Rivera said, your biggest enemy isn't the world, it's you. The voice that says quit or you can't is the one you must fight every day. Mia realized she was fighting a battle within. The lazy Mia wanted to scroll her phone, but the ambitious Mia wanted to write. She decided to feed the ambitious side. She created a daily schedule, writing for 30 minutes each morning and practicing English vocabulary to make her story stronger. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 7, You versus You. Feed the strong version of yourself. Your biggest battle is with yourself. Every day, choose the strong you, the one who works, learns, and grows. Track one positive habit today, like practicing English, and celebrate your win. Mia noticed that her progress depended on her willpower. Some days, she didn't feel like writing or studying English. She wanted to relax and watch videos. But she remembered Ms. Rivera's words. Willpower is like a muscle. Train it, and it grows stronger. Mia started small. She set a rule. No phone for the first hour of the day. At first, it was hard. She reached for her phone out of habit. But after a week, she could focus better. She used that hour to write or learn new English words. Her stories improved, and she felt in control. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 8, Build willpower. Do what's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Your feelings can't control your future. Your willpower can. Pick one hard task, like speaking English for 5 minutes, and do it today. Each time you push through, you get stronger. Mia's blog was growing, but she still compared herself to others. She saw Ava's new book deal and felt like a failure. Why am I so far behind, she thought. One day, Zoe caught Mia staring at her phone, looking upset. You're comparing yourself to Ava again, aren't you? Zoe asked. Mia nodded. Her life seems perfect. I'll never catch up. Zoe sighed. Mia, you're seeing her highlights, not her struggles. You're on your own path. Focus on your progress, not her success. Mia realized comparison was stealing her joy. She unfollowed accounts that made her feel small and started tracking her own growth. She noticed she was writing better, using stronger English, and connecting with readers. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 9, Comparison kills progress. Run your own race. Comparison makes you feel small, but your journey is unique. Unfollow accounts that discourage you. Track your own growth. Maybe your English fluency or a skill. You're enough. Mia started sharing her blog with more people, but not everyone supported her. Her cousin Jake said, writing's a waste of time. Get a real job. Mia felt hurt, but she remembered something Mr. Thompson said, only take advice from those who've walked the path you want to follow. Jake had never written anything. He worked at a store and complained about it daily. Why should she listen to him? Mia sought out Ms. Rivera, the author from the talk. She emailed her, asking for advice. Ms. Rivera replied, keep writing, Mia. It's hard, but every word you write makes you better. Study English to make your story shine. Mia followed her advice, practicing English grammar and vocabulary daily. Her writing became clearer, and her readers noticed. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 10. Listen to those who've succeeded, not those who haven't tried. Not all advice is equal. Seek guidance from people who've achieved what you want. If you're learning English, listen to fluent speakers or teachers. Protect your dreams from doubters. Mia's blog was gaining traction, but she still waited for validation. She hoped a big publisher would notice her or a famous writer would praise her work. One day, Lily said, "Mia, stop waiting for someone to choose you. Choose yourself. Share your stories, believe in your voice, and keep going." Mia realized she didn't need permission to be a writer. She submitted her stories to online magazines, even though she feared rejection. To her surprise, one magazine accepted a story. It wasn't a big deal to the world, but to Mia, it was everything. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 11. Choose yourself. You don't need permission to chase your dreams. Don't wait for someone to say you're good enough. You are enough now. Take one bold step today. Share your work, speak English, or start a project. The world will follow. Mia's first published story gave her confidence, but she faced a new fear, starting a YouTube channel to share her writing and English tips. She worried people would laugh or ignore her. At the open mic event, Zoe said, "Mia, every great story involves risk. If you don't try, you'll never know what could have been." Mia took the leap. She recorded her first video, reading a story and sharing English vocabulary tips. Her voice shook, but she posted it. To her surprise, viewers loved it. They commented, "Your stories inspire me," and "Thanks for the English tips." Mia wrote in her notebook, Lesson 12. No risk, no story. Take a chance to create something great. Great stories come from bold risks. What's one risk you can take today? Post a video, speak English, or share your work. Your story starts when you dare to try. Months passed, and Mia's YouTube channel grew. She had 500 subscribers, and her stories were reaching people worldwide. But she still caught herself wasting time, watching shows, or overthinking her next video. One night, Mia's mom said, "Time doesn't wait, Mia. Every day you waste is a day you could have been closer to your dreams." Mia imagined herself 10 years older, regretting not acting sooner. She didn't want that pain. She set a goal. Post one video a week and learn 10 new English words daily. Her channel grew faster, and her English improved dramatically. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 13. The clock is ticking. Act now or regret later. Time doesn't wait for you. The clock is ticking, and your dreams are fading every second you delay. Act now. Learn a word, write a sentence, or take a step. Your future starts today. Mia's channel was growing, but she still worried about what others thought. When a viewer left a mean comment, she felt crushed. Zoe noticed Mia's mood. Why do you care what one person says? Nobody cares about your struggles as much as you do. That's your power. You're free to create without their approval. Mia realized she was free to fail, try again, and keep going. She focused on her supporters, not her critics. Her next video got 1,000 views, and she felt unstoppable. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 14, nobody cares, and that's my freedom. I create for myself. Nobody cares about your journey as much as you do. That's your freedom. Fail, learn, and keep going without needing approval. What's one thing you can do today without worrying about others' opinions? Mia's channel reached 2,000 subscribers, but she still hesitated to call herself a writer. She thought, I'll feel ready next year when I'm better. Ms. Rivera invited Mia to a writer's conference. Mia almost said no, thinking she wasn't good enough. But Ms. Rivera said, Why not now, Mia? If you don't start now, when will you? Mia attended the conference and met writers who loved her passion. She realized now was the only time that mattered. She started calling herself a writer and worked harder on her English and stories. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 15, why not now? There's no perfect time to start. There's no perfect time to chase your dreams. Why not now? Take one step today, learn a word, speak English, or start a project. Your future is waiting for you to act. Mia looked at her life and realized she wasn't happy with her old habits, late nights, distractions, and self-doubt. She wanted a new version of herself. She changed her routine, waking up at 6 a.m., writing for an hour, and studying English. She unfollowed toxic accounts and surrounded herself with positive people like Zoe and Ms. Rivera. Her energy changed, and her stories became more powerful. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 16, create your new life. You're the artist of your future. You're not stuck. You're the creator of your life. Change one habit today, like studying English for 10 minutes or waking up earlier. Paint a new version of your life. Mia's parents wanted her to study business, not writing. It's safer, they said. Mia felt trapped by their expectations. At the conference, Ms. Rivera told Mia, expectations can cage your dreams. Live for yourself, not others. Mia talked to her parents, explaining her passion for writing. They didn't fully understand, but they saw her determination. Mia kept writing, knowing her dreams were hers to chase. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 17, expectations are chains. Break free and live for you. Others' expectations aren't your destiny. Break free by chasing what makes you alive. What's one dream you're ready to pursue, despite what others think? Mia faced setbacks. A magazine rejected her story, and a video got negative comments. She felt like giving up. Zoe reminded her, your pain is your strength, Mia. Use it to grow stronger, not to quit. Mia realized her struggles. Rejections, doubts, and fears were shaping her. She wrote a story about her pain, and it resonated with readers. Her channel grew to 5,000 subscribers. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 18, my pain is my strength. It fuels my growth. Your pain isn't a weakness, it's fuel. Use your struggles to push harder, learn English, or chase your dreams. What's one challenge you can turn into strength today? Mia's biggest challenge was distractions. Her phone, social media, and overthinking. She spent hours scrolling instead of writing or studying English. Lily gave her advice. Starve your distractions, feed your focus. Turn off your phone and work on what matters. Mia set strict boundaries. No phone for 2 hours daily. She used that time to write and learn English phrases. Her stories became more vivid, and her English fluency improved. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 19, Starve distractions, feed focus. My dreams deserve my attention. Distractions steal your dreams. Turn off your phone for 1 hour today and focus on something meaningful. English, a goal, or a passion. Feed the wolf that builds your future. By her sophomore year, Mia's channel had 10,000 subscribers. She wasn't famous, but she was proud. She learned English grammar, expanded her vocabulary, and written stories that touch people. One day, Ms. Rivera invited Mia to co-write a short story for a local anthology. Mia felt honored but scared. What if I'm not ready? She asked. Ms. Rivera smiled. Life doesn't owe you success, Mia. You have to fight for it. You're ready because you've been working for it. Mia co-wrote the story, and it was published. At the launch event, she read it to a cheering crowd. She realized she wasn't wasting her life anymore. She was building it. She wrote in her notebook, Lesson 20, Life owes me nothing. I fight for everything I want. Life doesn't hand you success. You earn it. Fight for your dreams with every ounce of effort. Learn English, chase your goals, and never give up. Your future is worth it. Conclusion: stop wasting, start living. That's Mia's story. A girl who stopped wasting her life and started building it, one step at a time. What about you? Are you wasting time on distractions, excuses, or waiting for the perfect moment? Your dreams, whether it's speaking fluent English, starting a career, or changing your life, are waiting for you to act. Here are 3 things to do now. 1. Learn something new. Pick one word or phrase from this story and use it today. 2. Take action. Spend 10 minutes on your goal. Practice English, write, or start something. 3. Believe in yourself. You're not wasting your life if you start now. You're enough. If this story inspired you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a wake-up call. Subscribe to Story Path English for more stories that improve your English and change your life. Comment below. What's one lesson you learned from Mia? Or what dream are you ready to chase? Check the description for the script and vocabulary list. Until next time, stop wasting time, start living, and keep learning. This is Story Path English. See you in the next story.